Yes, Roger was a lifetime stutterer. For as long as he could recollect, he remembered his struggle with a speech fluency. Getting rid of such debilitating handicapped condition has always been his dream and his primary goal in life. He has tried all kinds of both traditional and non-traditional types of treatments with limited to no success. Today, Roger's dream has finally come true. Yes, he is no longer a stutterer. Roger is the very first and only one English-speaking individual who has successfully completed an intensive 3-day course of speech education. In spite of the fact that this new approach towards stuttering has been discovered by a Russian professor, Roman Snishko, many years ago, and that the program has successfully eliminated stuttering in more than 1,000 people in Russia. Still, it required a lot of courage and confidence to take a chance and invest his time and money in an unproven in English language concept.
The thing that I've experienced and learned through these last 3 days is to gain a real understanding of what my speech is all about. And even though I do believe that I've spent many years researching, and I think that I did have a general good idea of what it's about, and some of those things are reinforced in the program, but what I really didn't get in the past was that our speech in itself, it's not something that comes by luck, it's not something that happens to us, it's something that we have control over. It's a skill that can be practiced, and it's something that does not take a lot of time to master. You just have to learn the basics, and it can be difficult to take that on board, because obviously you come into this program with a lot of preconceived ideas of what you believe, and it's really very important that you just put them on the side. And maybe some points during the program I may not have agreed with something, or maybe I thought, well, I know this already, I've learned this, it's nothing new, so maybe sometimes I got frustrated.
I'd like to point out I've got a stutter with my speech, so if you don't understand anything, please just ask me in the comments or whatever. Cool. As I said, I've got a speech problem, but this video, for me anyway, I feel pretty good to have got it out. I'd normally be taking me half an hour to say a sentence.
Just one second. Yeah, in a way, I know that, that just, as you say that, it intuitively makes sense. I think you've answered this already, but like, what does he believe is the causes of stuttering, as in, as you first start as a child, just not learning how to speak? Or where there's constant pressure, but pressure, to me, I normally thrive off pressure. It's like I could make my job so much easier by delegating work to other people. Or if I have an issue with somebody in such a close quarters, it's like, instead of just going over there and say, excuse me, I've got an issue. Like, just again, like, just to go back, he said there's like A students and F students. So is F regarding to their attitude, or to the end result of speech? Like, example, after the 3 days, how long on average does a client or a student have to practice, and for how long every day until they wouldn't need to think about speech anymore? Obviously his courses are an normally for 3 days. And obviously that's with people who understand Russian, so obviously they can just have like a conversation and they understand, but doesn't he think that it would take a bit long, because everything he has to say has to be translated, and then it has been translated in a way that I understand, and then I have to ask you a question.
Yeah, I got it. The important questions have been answered and the concerns addressed. Our Skype methodology is in place and we are ready to commence. The very first day of the class will start in a few moments. 3 unique individuals from 3 separate countries are united with a common purpose to eliminate stuttering in one English-speaking person for the first time ever. Roman Snishko, Russia, Roger, UK, and Anna Dieter, USA, will meet together for this historical event via global telecommunication and change the outlook of the stuttering paradigm for English-speaking people forever. Oh, okay, got it. Everyone is here.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
Хорошо, надо приступать к занятиям.
Okay, we'll start our work right now. Let's go.
Да.
Roger, if you don't mind, we're gonna start our first day of class, and we're gonna start with testing. So he asks you to bring the book and start reading.
Okay, right, okay, I'm gonna read. Okay, so when you do, sometimes my speech is better sort of thing if I'm reading. Right, when you do your best to learn to accept yourself, but you have to be aware and learn from your mistakes. Learning from your mistakes means you practice. Look honestly at the results and...
Okay, Roger, now can you tell what you just read about? Retell.
To be honest, I was just reading. I didn't really take it in. I was concentrating.
Try. Okay, tell us what you see on the TV screen.
Okay, do you want me to put the reflection so it's easier, so I don't have to turn away?
Yeah.
And there's a limo just going down there on the screen. We're going on the way to the wedding now.
Can you say several words with the beginning, the initial sound O?
Okay, orange, octagonal, opiate. That is so bad that I can't think.
Нет, просто это нет словарного запаса в голове.
No, it means that you don't have active vocabulary.
Yeah.
Ладно,
Active.
будем над этим работать.
Okay, we'll work on that.
Словарь есть перед собой какой-то?
Do you have a dictionary in front of you?
Yes.
Read any word. Just open on any page and read.
Okay. Right. I'm sorry.
Он извиняется каждый раз, когда заикается.
Не извиняться не надо.
Don't say sorry.
Okay. Palette, palliase, pallid, paler, pally, palm, palmer, palmy, palmpass, panegri, pandemic.
See, it's not just a few words. It looks like every word is difficult. Okay. Problem that you have, you don't have a lot of active vocabulary, but the main thing is that your attention really gets distracted. The rest of the areas of your speech are pretty good. We're gonna teach you immediate speech actions. Right now, Roman wants to give you a little test to see what your results are and to see what we have done in 3 days of our work, intensive work. Could you please open your dictionary? Just go ahead and read.
Ottoman, all the left, ouch, alt, out, outback, outboard, output, overall, overboard, overdue, overflow, overcharge, overcoat, overcome, overcrowd, overrider.
Stop.
How many errors did you make?
One, possibly two.
Didn't you count exactly?
I would say from my memory one.
What kind of a mistake was it?
It was a mistake where I started to speak before I knew the word and I could hear the sound in my mind. Kale, kaleidoscope, kamikaze, kiloton, kiloton, kilowatt, kindergarten.
How many mistakes did you make?
No errors.
This is a very good result.
Значит, старался.
It means that you were trying hard.
Pacifist, pacify, pact, pack, pediatrics, pagella, pagan, page, paginate, pajamas, Pakistani, palace, paladin, paleography, paleontologist.
How many mistakes did you make?
I made no mistakes, but I did hesitate on a couple of words just due to I didn't know how they would sound. I couldn't form them in my mind first, so I skipped those words. That's why there was a couple of pauses.
It is very good that you, without being familiar with those words, you didn't even try to say them. That was very good. It indicates that you are actually doing conscious actions now. And
Right.
this makes sense. If you don't know, you don't say them. You have to learn them first.
May I begin?
Yes.
When you take things personally, then you feel offended, and your reaction is to defend your beliefs and create conflicts. You make something big out of something so little because you have the need to be right and make everybody else wrong. You also try hard to be right by giving them your own opinions. In the same way, whatever you feel and do is just a projection of your own personal dream.
Stop it.
Okay, so now you need to tell the story back. I mean, what you've read about.
Okay. The paragraph that I have just read is basically a teaching about human beings and about how we can sometimes take things too personally in life, about when we take on other people's opinions and make them our own, when really we need to stick up for our own opinions and not let other people's poison or bad feeling affect how we feel.
Хорошо.
Well done. How many mistakes did you make while reading?
I don't feel that I really made any mistakes. I think at the very beginning I started a bit too quick and was not really, and was more focused on reading. I thought it was quite flawless. It was a good reading with expression and was told how the author, as if the author was speaking to me or to somebody else.